What's going on, guys? I just watched Ross's video and I had to react to it. Hey, this is James Adams with the Adams Group Experience, in case you don't know. But guys, in case you don't know, market shifting a little bit, getting a little bit more difficult for real estate agents out there. Ross Hardy is an absolute leader inside of our real estate community. He dropped this video and I was just in awe because it is so spot on and it's what I felt like everybody needed to hear. So I'm going to break down that video here and just expand on a couple of different topics and give my reactions to it. Some might just be my face and some might be a little reaction, but let's get this party on the road here.
You guys are in real estate. I need you to take the next 5 minutes and watch this video. I know time is precious. Please, I promise you'll get something from it. So as this market shifts, we're going to be down 18% on the number of homes sold in the US this year, which was down 20% from the year before. A lot of people out there are panicking, thinking, oh my God, how am I going to make it through the next 12 months? And I need you to take a look at your leadership, your team leader, your broker, the mentors in your office, and see if they're the right fit for you and if they're able to help you navigate this market. And as we go into this holiday weekend, here's the sorts of questions you should be thinking about in your head and asking the people that are your leadership. So just follow along with me here. The first one's really, really easy. It's just, have they been there before? The easiest way to get somewhere you've never been is to follow someone who's been there. What markets have they navigated through? Have they been through 2009, which was the last time this few homes would have been sold? Were they successful in that market? Did they increase their business? Did they increase other agents' business? Or are they going along blindly with you? Are they plotting this map with you as they go along? Have they lived this market before? Have they been through market shifts?
So I think what Ross touched on just now was incredibly important because in our conversations, and this is for him, this is for me and the agents that we're talking to, agents are struggling. And when agents struggle, it comes down to a decision. Am I going to stay in the business? If I do stay in the business, what do I have to do to succeed? And the first place that you're supposed to go to in that position are your leaders, are the people that you look up to and you aspire to. But the question then becomes is, do you believe in their advice? And if they're not actively practicing inside of this market and hearing the objections that are coming up, are you going to have that belief? So I think this is spot on. And I think that we do have a lot of leaders that are teaching techniques that worked years ago and markets ago, when in this particular market, it's going to take a different skill set and it's going to take a different level of productivity.
Next one is they're going to talk about training. What does training look like? They're going to say how important it is. It's essential you get training in this market. And then they're going to use an off-the-shelf video system that was filmed in 2019, 3 markets ago, that just isn't applicable in today's market. Are they telling you, showing you in person the things that are working in their business that are current for the market? Do they even know what that is? Have they even sold a house in this market? Have they been on a listing appointment recently? Have they called an online lead? They're talking about objection handlers. When was the last time they were in front of a customer handling the objections that you guys are facing day in, day out? So yeah, training is important, but it's got to be relevant and it's got to be coming from the leader based on their experience.
Amen.
People take the easy route on that. And then training's great, but we all know we're overtrained. Training only counts when there's action behind it. So are they having you make commitments? Are they holding you accountable to those commitments? Otherwise, you might as well not even bother doing the training. Talk about online leads.
I might have felt a little aggressive, but let's be real. A lot of people, I've been in these seminars, I've been in these rooms, I've delivered these trainings, and they leave and they feel inspired, but they don't have specific action steps. And the reason that things don't get done isn't so much that, because maybe we left with notes that we were going to execute on and we were going to do. But if you ever find that notebook 6 months later, how much of it did you really do? And how long did you stay consistent? The piece that's missing is a partner that's going to hold you accountable inside of this. And I think he's just highlighting on that. Training is important, and he's not trying to dismiss it. But training has to be combined with commitment and accountability. And I think he is 100% spot on here.
A lot of team leaders, brokers will convince you they're a waste of time. You don't need online leads. Or they'll give them to you, but you don't know what you're getting. So I've sat with agents over the last couple of weeks, and they're like, I'm terrible at online leads. I don't know how I'd fit on your team.
All the time.
And we dive into it, and they're getting 2, 3 Facebook social media leads a week. Now they convert at 0.25%. Yeah, 0.25%. You need 3 years worth of those leads to close one deal. Now, for better or for worse, I've spent over $1 million on online leads across social, pay-per-click, and then portal leads, Zillow, Realtor.com. We've got the scripts, the cadence, the follow-up, the systems in place to convert those above the national average. You can ask agents on my team if online leads are a waste of time or not. It's literally the difference between them doing 10 deals a year or 20 deals a year, doing 15 or 30. How different would your business look if you did an extra 15 deals next year?
Amen.
If your leader or broker isn't giving you decent leads in enough quantity to make you busy, they're capping your earning potential. They're selling you short. They're taking those deals away from you that you could have. Are they telling you the harsh reality of this market, or are they making your feelings feel good? Are they telling you that if you do the same amount of work you're doing today over the next 12 months, your business is going to be down 20%? Because the number of homes sold is going to be down 20%. And guess what? There's going to be more agents getting into the business, believe it or not. Inventories at historic lows. Home sales are at decade-long lows. So if you do the same amount of work, you're going to sell less homes next year.
Just take a little pause here. So there's a lot of brokerage models, and I'm friends with a lot of brokers. This really does depend on a little bit of structure, right? Some brokerage models are making money because your license is held there and there's a monthly fee, and that monthly fee comes in and it exceeds the cost of housing you here at the brokerage. The piece you need is to surround yourself with leaders who are invested in your business at any level. You want people who are partners to you, that are not going to sugarcoat anything, are going to drive in to help you find the results, even if that means that you need a stern kick in the ass. And that was really what he was touching on. Lead generation is a huge part of our team, and I get the benefit of hanging out with some of the best teams in the country. There ain't none of them operating without lead generation, because that's the piece up front that you can find hot, right on the plate leads as you're nurturing, as you're building a pipeline. So anybody who's saying that you don't need one without the other, I'd really like to take a look at their business, their units, where their business comes from, how long they've been in the business. I don't know that this message for a newer agent or somebody who is struggling can really get delivered in a proper way. Because yeah, if you want to wait another 10 years, you can probably get there. But how do we accelerate your career so you get there now? And I think this is so spot on. You need partners that are going to push you. You need partners who are going to help you find the right leads that you need to be calling and you need to be generating and making right decisions around it.
So it's time to double down. Or is your broker telling you, hey, just hang in there, guys. Everything's going to be all right. Make sure you make a couple of Facebook posts so people know that you're in business. People know 15 realtors now. That's not getting it done. You got to do the dirty work. You got to do the work you don't want to do. You got to do the uncomfortable stuff. If your broker or team leader isn't giving you the harsh reality of this market, they're doing you a disservice. We've been preparing for this market for 2 months.
Amen.
Really, really pisses me off, that one. Are they helping you on appointments? Are they going on listing appointments with you? If you're on the line of being able to make it in real estate or not, and every deal counts, are they going on a listing appointment with you? Are they fobbing you off? I went on one last weekend, going on one again today, going on one on Monday, on Labor Day, to make sure my agents have every opportunity of getting these deals so that they can have integrity with their family and tell them they're going to make it in this market. It gives me integrity as a leader to be invested in their success.
Amen.
I'm not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. Team leaders talk a lot about.
Man, you can see the emotion in his face as he's delivering this, and the reason being is that there's a leadership gap, and he's picking up the pieces for some of these agents, just as us as team leaders come across, and it's frustrating because regardless of what brokerage or what team that they might be with, he wants to see their success. And you can tell that in the emotion of his voice, because this game isn't that difficult. It's a choice. And is it hard? It's definitely hard, but it's simple. So you can actually do the activities, have a controlled life, live within a certain schedule and still get there. It is definitely frustrating to watch people getting patted on the back and encouraged to keep waiting, or that they're doing enough. And the truth is that they're so far from what they need to do to build a business. And picking up the pieces after the fact is a lot harder than helping somebody who's got the energy and momentum and wants to push. Maybe you don't need a pat on the back. Maybe you do, but most likely you don't.
Consistency. Got to do things consistently. Got to show up consistently. But are they being consistent themselves? You know, are they showing up every day? Are they doing the work every day? And then another one, they'll say, how you do something is how you do everything, right? You got to give everything the best you can be. Are Are they doing that? Are they eating right? Are they working out? Are they concerned about their health? Or are they smoking 40 a day? Are they going to the bar and getting drunk? Listen, no judgment. I've been very open about my problems with alcohol. I've been there. But you can't talk about consistency and not do it. Are they telling you what to do and sitting in their office? Or are they showing you what to do and doing it with you? Are they making calls? Are they working leads? Are they going on these appointments? See, we can all talk the talk, but the walk is the only thing that matters if you're a leader. So this is not a my team is great speech. There's a lot of good teams, a lot of good brokers out there. And if you're able to identify that you're at a place that has all the positive aspects of what I just spoke about, it's time to hunker down and work hard, guys. You're in the right place. If you're not, and just now realizing that you're not, reach out to me. I'm happy just to take a deep dive into your business and help you out a little bit. Or if you want to go a step further, I'm happy to tell you about what it looks like on our team, show you how we've had a brand new agent close 14 deals in their first 12 months with zero experience, single mother at that, and still keep their commitments to their children.
See what that was? It was pride. Being a team leader isn't as gracious as a lot of people might think it is. And it's not as profitable as a lot of people might think it is as well. But it's very rewarding to get the opportunity to work with people, help them find themselves, help them grow their careers, give them the tools they need to scale. That's rewarding. And you could see the pride inside of his eyes. And just as he's saying it, he's such a humble dude that he is struggling to even get it out because he feels like it could be perceived as boastful. But there's a lot of pride behind those eyes. And the purpose of this video, and I'm sure why it came up for him, is that we're getting calls from agents that are struggling. They're thinking about leaving the business because they don't know what to do. Ultimately, I mean, there's really only two things that help an agent succeed, or maybe there's more than two. So they need a blueprint. What am I going to do? And inside of that blueprint, there's only three things we really do in real estate, guys. We generate prospects, we convert prospects, and we service them through the sale. It's the three things that we do. But if you have a blueprint that isn't working or you don't believe that it's going to work, you're not going to follow it. Nothing super crazy there, nothing going on. The pieces beyond that is you need someone that holds you accountable to what you say that you're going to do. Because that blueprint's going to require a certain amount of throughput from you in order to get you to where you want to go. And the sad thing is that we watch agents struggle inside of this. They either don't have a blueprint, they don't have someone holding them accountable, the blueprint's not quite correct, might be from years ago, kind of as he touched on here. And this is somebody who, if you don't want to do the work once you know what the work is, that's cool, man. Go get a job, right? You're going to have to do work there too, but I'm just going to throw that there. But if you do want to be in this business, find a plan that actually works. Find a plan and a leader who's actively inside of this market selling homes. Because if your leader is not, they don't understand what you're going through. If they're not in the trenches on the calls, going to appointments with you, understanding the tempo of a mindset of a buyer and a seller, and they're thinking it's the same way it was 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, they're out of their minds. It's a difficult market. You got a lot of reservations going on right here and a lot of objections.
Show you how somebody did 6 deals in 1 year with their last team, did 6 deals in their first 90 days on this team. And one of my agents has 8 deals under contract. Another one's got 5. They'll both close 30, 35 homes this
Pride,
year in a
baby.
market where fewer homes will be sold than any time in the last 20 years. Like I said, none of my agents are down 18% this year.
Amen.
It's just not happening. And if you think that's because I'm a great leader, that's not the case, guys. I just set the environment for people to choose to succeed. What you don't see is you don't see the hustle and these people working their ass off and doing stuff that makes them uncomfortable, doing stuff that pushes them, doing stuff they didn't think they could do, doing stuff they don't want to do. It's easy to tweak things that work or say, man, I don't want to do that today. Well, let me find another way. I got news for you guys. There's things that work in every market, but they're freaking hard work and people don't want to do them. But that's what separates the successful people from unsuccessful people. So, I can't guarantee anyone's success. I can guarantee we have the formula if you have the work ethic. Get uncomfortable, fulfill your potential, have integrity with yourself, have integrity with your family, Follow through on the things you promised them you were going to follow through on. Cost nothing to explore a life-changing opportunity. Sorry it ran over at 7 minutes. I hope you took something from it. Let me know if you want me to get on a Zoom with you and take a deep dive into your business. Let me know if you want to meet with me.
Well, guys, pretty powerful stuff there. I don't want to wake up and do what I do every day. I don't. Sometimes not motivated. I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it. I'd rather stay in bed, blah, 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 blah. I have chosen to do it. I've committed to do it. I've publicly committed to do it. So I show up every single day. Now, I'm hoping if you're watching and you made it this far into the video, that ain't you, right? If you've made it 15 minutes and 45 seconds, listen to Ross and listen to me reiterate and kind of bounce things off of there, you've got that grind. And if you're not succeeding, it's because you don't have the plan. And I'm not saying that I'm the only one who's got the plan. I'm not saying that Ross is the only one who's got the plan. But you need to find it. And if you're trying to get clear on it and you're trying to get into action today, you can call Ross. You can call me. There's several other leaders here in the community that know exactly what to do. And we'll help you, right? You can stay right where you are and we'll help you. And if you want a little bit more and some kind of support or something that one of us offers, great. Maybe we're a fit. Maybe we can work that out and we can come out to that. But the truth of this is that we don't want to see you leave the business. If you have a burning desire to make this happen and you're willing to do what it takes in order to win, there are leaders right here in your own market that will help you to design a plan that works without recruiting you, without charging you, just from a place of compassion. So if you made it this far, guys, I love you. Definitely give a like. Definitely go over. I'll probably drop this wherever I drop it, the original video for Ross. Give him a subscribe, give him a like, engage. Fire video that we needed today.